excitement, energy. Let's get it going inside GIA.
And here we go at the 125-pounder. Steve Poulin for Iowa State comes out against Troy Spratley for the Cowboys. Poulin, ranked 13, a senior, 9-5 for the year. He's from Ballston Lake, New York. Spratley, the redshirt junior out of Eufaula, ranked 7th. Of course, NCAA runner-up last year, a redshirt junior. And this is one, there's so many of these weights today, Hardell, where one guy is favored, but maybe not an insurmountable favorite. And if a team can pull a couple of mild upsets, that could determine this duel.
It can, right? Because there's a lot of toss-up matches. Obviously, they're favored in some. Oklahoma State's favored in some. So kind of going from there. And talking about Spratley and Poulin, obviously, Spratley leads in the head-to-head battle 1-0. They did wrestle last year. I think it was in the second round at the NCAAs, and Spratley had a 2-1 victory, but these guys have known each other since they were little. Spratley did grow up a little bit in New York, so they've been wrestling each other from the Little League circuit back then, and now they're wrestling on the big level here inside Gallagher Arena.
Well, we mentioned the unfortunate thing for Iowa State. Without Evan Frost, Oklahoma State does not have 184-pounder Zach Ryder today because he was hurt in the match with Northern Iowa Friday night, so both teams missing a highly ranked wrestler.
Poulin's a transfer from University of Northern Colorado. He was an All-American last year, just as Spratley was, as you mentioned, Jay. And Tion Ware and Charles Jones and Earl Hall out there taking over that Northern Colorado team. And he's one of two, right? Vinny Zerban also at 157, transferred from UNC as well.
This is kind of a battle today of the veterans versus the rookies. Yeah. Iowa State has 6 seniors in the lineup. Oklahoma State 6 freshmen. Yep. Well, 5 today because Ryder is not wrestling, but ordinarily 6 freshmen. Very experienced team for Kevin Dresser's Iowa State team, and a talented group of rookies for Oklahoma State, but still freshmen, so you never know how that will work out.
Yep. That youth movement. And it's not only inside this arena. That youth movement is all around the NCAAs right now in many different weight classes. Good snaps there by Spratley, man. A lot of good physical hand fighting from these guys. Obviously, there hadn't been a real significant attack, but, you know, they're not going to haven't taken much time filling each other out. They know one another. So, you know, now it's just a matter of who's going to get to that leg and go score. But, man, it's been some good hand fighting, some good back and forth right now.
30 seconds left in the first, no score.
Just that little bit of technical aspect of it with these hands fights and positions. They've both been really, really active with their hands and their feet so far in this first period.
People don't realize how just stand out there and hand fight for 7 minutes in a match if you did nothing else. Hand fighting does take something out of you.
Jay,
you would think it would,
you
but
can hand fight for 30 seconds and it'll take something out of you.
Sure. 8 seconds left. Looks like we'll go scoreless in the first.
These guys are feisty. I like it. I like it. Yep, I like it. Yep.
One little mush at the end.
Choices for Oklahoma State in the odd matches. Spratley chooses bottom.
They're buddies, but during this 7 minutes or however long this match takes, they ain't friends.
I was watching in the wrestling room one time down here on a midweek thing when a highly decorated high school football player who'd been All-State and wrestled came in and asked one of the wrestlers just to hand fight with him a while. After 3 minutes of hand fighting, he was needing a break because he wasn't in wrestling shape at the time. Spratley to his feet, trying to peel free that waist hand. Leg thrown in by Poulin's, got to get him down. There's the stalling warning. Poulin didn't do enough to try to get him back to the mat, then finally gets the return. Spiral right by Poulin, but the hand pulled free by Spratley. Here we go, standing again. And this time Poulin gets Spratley back to the mat. Good ride so far.
Really good ride. You see why Poulin's committed to this ride. And Spratley's doing a good job staying up. Now we're on the edge. He's going to try to circle back in. Poulin's going to try to bring him out. So now he's got to start counting. Poulin's just going to probably back him out of bounds here. Spratley needs to put a hand to the mat. He puts a hand to the mat, he'll start counting. There, see that?
Started the count, and
Yeah.
Ooh, there's
There's
the
another
solid
stall
call.
call, 1 point green.
So 1-0 Spratley on the second solid call against Poulin.
So, and if you guys heard me mention that, when Spratley's up and his hand's not touching the mat, the official's not going to count. As soon as Spratley put his hand, that left hand down, that's when he started counting. Now, Poulin did a good job of driving into him to make him get up, but he still ended up getting a stall call there.
Caution on Poulin, a little bit quick off the whistle. So he has a minute riding time, but he does have a penalty point against him. If Spratley could get out, that would be a bonus for him.
Poulin's eventually, he is committed to this thing.
And doing a great job.
He's doing a great job of it. This is a bit sequence right here with 45.
Back to his feet, Spratley. Good mat return by Poulin. 40 seconds left in the period. Spratley spins out. Not free yet, though. Now turns into.
Now he's going to start counting, though. He's going to start counting again. That's going to be another stall call there.
That will be
and an escape. Stall call and an escape on top of that.
Let's make sure we have that right. 1 and stalling. So second point for the escape, third point for the next stalling call.
So now the score is 2-0. Right time is at 1:33.
Well, shouldn't it be 3? Did he give him a stalling penalty?
It's 3-0. There it is. 3-0. 3-0 on both boards, on ours and on the scoreboard. So yes,
it scared me. They still had 2-0 on the board for a little bit. So 18 seconds left in the period. 1:33 riding time for Poulin.
And Spratley's goal probably. See what they do. If they put Poulin down, being he's already got that 1 point, or they're just going to leave him on his feet here. Let's kind of see
a decision they have to make.
Yep,
right here.
Yep, neutral. Coach Dresser already said it. That's kind of what I kind of figured. Which I like that call, right? You already got a point in the bank, right? Now you just got to go get a takedown and continue to add to that if you can.
So 3-0 Spratley. That all happened in the top position, actually.
Really, yeah.
Stalling calls for against Poulin on top, 2 stalling penalties and 1 escape for Spratley. But here we go. Pressure on Poulin now. He's got to get something generated on his feet.
Yep, and also during this time, Spratley still has to wrestle, right? There's still a lot of wrestling left, so you can't just shut everything down. Obviously, he does not have any stall calls.
Talked about that with several coaches over the years. When a guy gets a short lead, 1 or 2 point lead in the last minute and a half of the match, some of them just shut it down, and you're just asking for it if you do.
And sometimes your best
say, no, we don't want that.
Yep. Sorry about that, Jane. Sometimes your best defense is good offense.
Absolutely.
Right? If you find an opening, go take it. But he's going to be smart. He's right in the center of the mat. Poulin's got to start penetrating, hustling a little bit more, start kind of sprinting, putting things together.
The one edge the man ahead does have, unless he just does a lot of backing up, he can become a counter wrestler, try to catch the guy in a bad shot, potentially dangerous call. 47 seconds left, still 3-0. Poulin can tie it with the takedown, and with the riding time could win it by 1 if he rode out.
Yep.
38 seconds left. Spratley a reach, not there.
Poulin's been faking the Spratley's left leg, but he hadn't committed to it, the leg that's bent. Just a little step to it, but he hadn't committed to anything.
Stall warning against Spratley. Yep. But only 22 seconds left now. Poulin trying to keep up the pressure. Short time, 10 seconds.
Good baseline defense there by Spratley.
Spratley can take the stalling call here and not have to worry about it. Final 5 seconds. Continues to stay away. 1. That'll do it. 3-0. Troy Spratley, the victor to give Oklahoma State the 3-0 lead. So we'll be back. And another look at freshman Jack Forrest right after this.